will he compromise it? What do you think, Ameris?
Floss turned, and the woman who floated down out of the sky smiled at him. Amaris, the calm flower of the battlefield as she was known, smiled as the flight spell let her descend next to Floss. Dravish turned and eyed Amaris. She ignored him as she considered her king's question. I think that if you gave me that order, I would be happy to attack right now. But if you want to find what this other commander is made of, why not walk in front of his camp naked and see what he does? Floss roared with laughter. Dravish shook his head. Muttering, he reached for a soft round object sitting to his left. It was a kneaded eraser, something that had intrigued Floss greatly. The malleable putty could erase the charcoal from the parchment, but the old man's hand slipped and knocked the round ball off the side of the rock. He cursed, but a gauntleted hand caught the eraser as it fell. Ghazi leapt up onto the rock, making the architect jerk backwards. She smiled as she offered Dravish the eraser. He glared at her. Dravish held out a hand, and the eraser was dropped into it. Move! You are blocking my view. I have little light left to work with. Ghazi did, walking quietly over to where Floss sat. She took his right side, Amaris his left. The two didn't quite glare at each other, but Floss knew better than to expect either to greet the other.
So, Ghazi, what have you seen?
The half-gazer smiled. Her central eye flicked to the enemy camp miles away. I have seen several mages on the left. They are mixing with the soldiers there. Meanwhile, the cavalry is bunched up near the rear, although they pretend to occupy the right. So, they want to circle around and hit us from the side while the mages surprise us on the left. Huh, I've heard of worse plans. Amaris shrugged. She looked unconcerned with the upcoming battle, but the two who reached the top of the hill last were not so sanguine. They could be trying that, Amaris, or they might know of Ghazi's eye and be baiting us. Either way, I would like to take out those mages before the battle lines are locked. Orthanon and a birdman, one of the natives to this land known as Garuda, approached the group. Amaris waved a hand. Ghazi smiled without turning her head as one of her eyes rolled back in its socket. Dravish just turned his head and grunted.
Tegatris, Orthanon, tell me one of you has brought wine or something else to drink.
I have brought 2 wine flasks. Orthanon has the cups, my lord. The birdman unshouldered the 2 bags of wine as Orthanon tossed a cup at Ghazi. The scout caught it without turning her head. No one spoke for a minute. Tegatris poured wine from one flask, while Orthanon did the same with the other. The Garuda advanced to the place where Dravish was sitting and offered him a cup. The architect gave him an approving grunt, and Floss accepted his cup from Orthanon with thanks. Soon, all 6 people had a drink. Amaris and Dravish sipped at their drinks while the others drank faster. They didn't speak much. They didn't need to. But in the end, it was Orthanon who broke the silence. Tomorrow I would like Amaris to attack the left flank. If you can tie up that side, we will focus on the center and right. Oh? You're not going to have me take out those mages? That is my job. Tegatris filled his cup with more wine. He wouldn't drink more than 2 cups that night, Floss knew. The Garuda sipped his second cup very slowly, making his drink last. I will lead my kin into the left as you attack. Try not to hit us. We'll take out the mages. You just engage their front for a few minutes, and then you can do what you want. Fine. Try not to get in the way of my lightning. Try to aim. Orthanon cleared his throat, looking displeased. He shifted as he knelt next to his king. Floss glanced at him and saw the single-edged sword at his belt trailing on the rock. Orthanon was dressed for war, but it always intrigued Floss how he chose to fight. He wasn't wearing plate armor like Floss or Ghazi's brown scale armor.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.